Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. It's going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Just before we get into the main content of the video, I just want to talk about a couple of things about my YouTube channel. So we're growing really well, guys. 71.2 thousand subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching the videos. I'm trying to put out varied content. I'm listening to you guys around the type of things you want to see. Hopefully you agree you're seeing some different stuff than normal. Couple of things though. 50% of people that watch my videos are still not subscribed, which is insane. If half of those people that watch my videos regularly went and hit the subscribe button, I would probably jump up to about 85,000 subs today. Do it, guys. Click in, subscribe to the channel. If I get 100,000 subs, which is my big goal, then YouTube give me a ton more support with my channel, which would be absolutely amazing. The other thing, which is just weird for me, is the subscribers that are subscribed right now, about 5% of you click I want to see where the next video is coming out. There's a little bell. When you hit subscribe, a little bell will pop up. If you press the bell, it will tell you when my videos go live, so you don't have to try and search for me on YouTube and stuff. Just click the bell if you like what I'm doing, guys. That's all I'm going to ask. Anyway, let's get into this video. So this video, I need to give props really to someone else before I start my video. I was sent a bunch of stuff online through Discord about the next Battle Pass. And I have to be a bit careful. So if stuff's mined out of the game, as a YouTuber and someone that's kind of got, I get stuff through Plarium as a content creator. In the terms of service, you're not supposed to mine stuff out of the game. I don't even know how to do it, to be honest. But other people do, and they've sent me some stuff. And generally, I will just say no, thank you. Because I've just got to be a bit careful. This is my living. It's not a hobby anymore. This is my living. Anyway, once it gets out there, it's in the public, then I can talk about it. So I know somebody else who's a new YouTuber, search for this guy, Panda Killer. This is his video here. Panda Killer. It's his first video actually, and he's already got a ton of views on it, which is cool. He has got the same information. He's not in the same boat that I am, and he's put out a pretty lengthy video talking about all the new Battle Pass Champions. He's even got the multiplier information, all that type of stuff. So you can absolutely search for this guy, Panda Killer. I've subscribed to his channel just because I think it's going to be an interesting channel. But you guys can feel free to do the same. What I'm going to do on this video is just talk you through the different champions that are due out in the next Battle Pass. It's out there already now, guys. I can throw it out there and put out my view on these champions. If you want the lengthy view, go and watch Panda Killer's video. Right then. So the first one, I think we've got 5 champions to go through here, and they look pretty decent. So the next Battle Pass is due in patch 1.16. We know that much. 1.16 is probably about 2 weeks away. They said they're going to try and release patches every month. So, you know, that's where it should be. We should be on a kind of monthly cycle. Hopefully it's not just a Battle Pass, but we know from Battle Pass 1 that it was good value. For, you know, free to play, you got some cool stuff. People that paid for the Battle Pass and just ran through the missions, it was definitely achievable. That's what I did. Definitely achievable in the time frame. You got some very cool stuff. And for those that wailed out and just bought it all up front, kind of blows my mind. I don't really know why I would do that. Why would anyone do that? Everyone's saying I don't have any content, and then they go and blow for the full thing. Anyway, do what you want to do. But let's have a look at these champions and see what's coming in the next Battle Pass. So we've got a Barbarian Rare, Exiled Sorcerer. I mean, this guy has got to be boiling hot in all this clothing for a Barbarian. I mean, no wonder he's a rare. He must be sweating buckets under all this lot. Look at this. Throw him next to War Maiden, and I mean, we know War Maidens can get chilly, but this guy must be so hot. Anyway, he's an attack-based champion. Average base stats, I'd say. Nothing too special there. But let's have a look at his skills then. His A1. So he's got an A1 defense break. It's a small version of defense break. 30%, 45% chance when booked up. A reasonable A1, I'd say. Half decent A1. Not bad for someone kind of starting out in the game who needs a defense break for something like Clan Boss. But honestly, I wouldn't be too worried about this skill here. Second skill then, AoE ability. So we've got a, when we put this up, what's that? Another 15, 25%. So 75% chance to land the small version of decreased speed and the small version of weaken. Weaken is more effective on clan boss early game than decreased defense. So potentially a clan boss second skill there that's useful. Decreased speed, AoE is quite nice for Spider, quite nice for any dungeon content really. So not a bad second skill. And then we've got a third skill here, 75% chance, books up to 100 of placing decreased crit and decreased crit damage. Interesting. So I'd say generally good utility, guys. You know, good for the arena, good for dungeon content. Yeah, solid rare. He's also got an aura. So this guy has got an ally attack in faction crit aura. So all in all, for a rare, solid. I don't think it's going to be the kind of groundbreaking Frozen Banshee that we saw, but definitely usable. This one looks like it's probably going to be the free one, like the Grave Chill was. Let's see what the second one is. Okay, guys, so we've got the second one here then, Wandering Priest, support-based champion. What we got here, good base defense for a rare, very nice base speed, good base HP. So that's exactly what you want from your support champs. They're not going to do a ton of damage. They're going to just keep people alive normally. This is one of the ones, these are all the ones that we've seen in videos, kind of pre-release from Murder Inc. and those sort of guys that got eyes on stuff early. But another barbarian, another guy that's going to be sweating buckets. No wonder he's thin. You know, with all this clothing on, he must be absolutely roasting, guys. Let's have a look then. A1, we've got a decreased attack, small version on an A1. That's always nice. Good clan boss utility. Nice to get another spirit champion that can do some different stuff for us here. Good chance to land it as well. 45% when it's booked out. And A2 removes all debuffs from a target ally. Can book this down to a free turn cooldown, which is very cool. Then heals them for 30% and places a veil. I tell you what, guys, this is brilliant for clan boss. Absolutely solid ability. When that stun comes on a free turn cooldown, you can just remove all those debuffs, basically the stun, heal him as well, and put a veil on him so he's going to take less damage for the first AoE hit for the next turn. I really like that. Nice as well for something like Dragon, if you want to try and just keep somebody alive. Nice for Spider as well. Yeah, really like it. Really like that ability for an A2. Very nice. We've then got an A3, which puts the smaller version of Strengthen on. So for those that don't know, Strengthen mitigates damage. So 15% Strengthen means you're going to take 15% less damage from everything. It's like having a Stalwart set on that deals with everything. And increased accuracy buff. It's not bad. Free turn cooldown, places it for 2 turns on all allies. I really like it, guys. Really, really cool A3. This rare is really good. Really good rare. This is the Frozen Banshee. This is somebody who's going to come in and make a big difference to people's teams, because those 3 abilities are all really solid for clan boss and usable in dungeons as well. Very nice like this. We've got an aura as well. Increased ally defense in faction crypts. For barbarians is good. Barbarians are actually short of good support champions. So for me, this is going to be the pay to play one, I'd imagine. But very, very nice champion. Let's see what we got. What else we got? Okay then. So next one, Royal Archmage. I love the look of this guy. I'm big on kind of wizard, and I feel like this game's been lacking this type of champion. So really cool to see a proper wizard looking champ. Bannerlord as well. Bannerlords do need some love in the epics. Pretty good base stats. Very nice base speed. Defense is strong enough to be able to keep him alive. HP's high as well. Support based champion again, guys. Let's have a look at what this guy's got. Attacks one enemy, fills this champion's turn meter by 10%, fills the turn meter by 20% if he hits a crit. Okay, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice A1. We've got an A2, attacks one enemy, also attacks all other enemies if the first attack is a crit. So looking at the first 2 abilities there, he needs to be 100% crit to do his kit. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a stun, which you can book up to 75 for 1 turn, and decrease the turn meter of people without a stun by 20%. This is all super solid kit. Massively beneficial in the arena. I'm being told this has also got a massive multiplier behind it. So interested to see what this one looks like. I think for an epic, any sort of AoE stun hitting 75% is solid. If I think about AoE stuns in the game right now, Nephril comes to mind as a top tier legendary turn meter control, stun, crowd control type champion. He's only got a 75% chance to land his stun. And he does a similar mechanic. Instead of placing decreased turn meter on the ones that he doesn't land, he places a decreased speed. So very, very similar style ability. I love it. Really cool. Free turn cooldown as well is quite short for an ability that is this strong. Although the multiplier is high, it's based on attack and his attack is low. So it'd be interesting to see if we can boost this die up to do some crazy damage. We've got an A3 then. Bunch of buffs here. Increased speed, increased crit, and increased crit damage on all allies for 2 turns. Man, it's like I think this is Sifi's dad. I don't know. This is big as well, guys. Increased speed, increased crit rate, and crit damage. So you can build a team around him that have got lower crit rate. I mean, I love it. It's a crazy ability, this one. Really cool ability for an A3. Free turn cooldown booked as well is pretty decent. And then we've got speed in the arena by 17%. Yeah, it feels like an arena champ. That completely makes sense. So this guy is going to be really strong as well, guys. Absolutely top tier, epic, in the midst. Yeah, love it. Love it. Champions so far feel pretty good. Okay then, guys, moving on to the next epic, Infernal Golem. Defense-based champion, Demonspawn champ. Demonspawn have already got a pretty decent lineup, actually. So this is going to be just an addition. Base speed's average. Base defense, very nice. Cool looking champion, actually. This kind of fiery. I'm trying to think. There was a champion in WoW that I can't even remember his name now. Like a big boss. What was his name? Comments below, guys. What's his name? Big boss, had a massive old hammer. Very cool end boss. Can't remember his name. Anyway, what we got here? What we got? A1. A1 has got 50% chance of placing decreased crit for 2 turns. Pretty interesting utility for an A1. Increased crit rate. I guess, with everyone building 100% crit, it gives you a chance to reduce it. Don't know about that. It's okay. We've got an AoE HP burn. 20% chance of placing HP debuff for 2 turns. The chance of placing a debuff increases by 20% for each alive enemy. I don't know where we could use that, guys. What do you think? Okay, we got ourselves a spider champion. We got ourselves another HP burn spider champion. I tell you what, we need it. Amazon Prime was a while ago. A lot of people do not have Ultimate Gaelic. HP burn is the single easiest way to beat Spider 17 up. So, he's gonna have a 100% chance. It's actually insane. He's gonna have a 100% chance to place HP burn on all the spiderlings. Oh, I'm reading it right. I think I'm reading it right. That is massive. That's massive, guys. What we got on the A3? Attacks all enemies. 50% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all skills by 2 turns on enemies under HP burn. Also places a shield equal to 20% of this champion's HP on all allies. God, this is huge. Instantly activates this skill when this champion is revived by Elemental Conjurer. Elemental Conjurer, was that one of the ones we just looked at? Let's have a quick look. Elemental. Don't think it is that? No. So there must be another champion coming out that I don't. Oh yeah, I see. So we're going to Elemental Conjurer after this. Cool. So this champion for me looks insane. Insanely strong. This is so cool for the for faction wars. It's so cool for although Elemental Conjurer is not in Demonspawn. We'll see her in a sec. But yeah, really cool champion. Great abilities, spider killer. Great for the arena as well with this ability pairing up with the HP burn. Great for dungeons. Yeah, feels like this is a very solid champion as well, guys. HP in all battles in for an aura. Another good one. Another good one. Let's get onto that Elemental Conjurer and see if she's got some utility that pairs with him as well. Right then, here we go. We've got Elemental Conjurer, the one we just spoke about. So another support champion, Dark Elf. Very nice base stats across the board. Pretty good. Let's see what she's got. So A1. A1 has got single target, block buffs on single target. Decent chance to land it. What, 70%? It's okay. Average A1 based on attack, the damage. So I'm not going to get too much damage out of this person. We've got an A2 here then. Book down to a 3-turn cooldown. 100% chance of removing all buffs from all enemies, like the Madame Cerise. That's kind of nice. Also has a 75, books up to 100% chance of placing the big weaken on all enemies. And by the looks of it, it's not a hit. So in a similar way to Madame Cerise, this happens. It happens if the accuracy check works, which is quite nice. Anyone who does this, where they're not physically hitting the enemy, means that you can't get a weak hit. So this actually works against all affinities, which is quite nice. So weaken obviously is not as strong as the Madame Cerise. Decrease defense and decrease attack, but still pretty nice to land. It means everything you do is going to do 15% more damage. Oh no, sorry, 25% more damage. So pretty cool. Pretty cool ability. A3 then. Revive a dead ally with half health and half turn meter. Puts block debuffs on them. We'll also revive the golem that we just saw, or Euros the Soul Cage, who we're going to see in a second, with a third of their health and turn meter if they're on the same team and not the target of the skill. It's pretty situational, but quite cool. If either of them are the target of the skill, that champion will be revived by half health, half turn meter as well. 4-turn cooldown. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Generally, it's pretty cool anyway. But if you've got these two going on, I feel like Elemental and Inferno together sound brilliant for two epics. We've got an aura here, which is accuracy based in all battles, average. Yeah, another good one, guys. Another good one. Let's get into the final one then, the legendary. Okay, guys. Euros the Soul Cage. This guy has got a pretty funky looking head. If anyone's watched Beetlejuice, you know, they sprinkle the magic dust and they shrink the head. That's what this guy reminds me of. Interesting looking Demonspawn champ here. He's an HP based champion, very high base HP. I'm being told this guy could hit like an absolute truck. Higher multiplier than Sonic is what we're being told. So interesting to see what that looks like. We got an A1 then. Attacks one enemy, places a shield buff on this champion equal to 10% of his max HP, which you can get very high with this base. The shield value increases by 1% for each poison debuff on the target. It's interesting. So where's this? I mean that screams clan boss, to be honest. But let's see what else we get. A2 attacks all enemies. So we've got the AoE hit here, buffs up to 100% chance of decreasing turn meter by 15% or, for enemies under 1 poison or more. Decreased speed for enemies under 2 or more, and 100% chance to place a stun for enemies under 3 or more poisons. Instantly activate this skill if this champion's revived by Elemental Conjurer. Brilliant. Wow. That's pretty cool. So I guess, you know, someone like Rich Stuff the Bold, who throws out those 3 poison on everyone. Tomb Lord does the same. Would get some really good utility here. So anyone that can put out multiple poisons on all enemies, this could be very cool. Yeah, obviously this is not going to work on clan boss. It's not going to be a clan boss thing. But yeah, I guess, you know, somewhere like Ice Golem, where quite often you've got multiple poisons going up all over the place, this could be pretty cool. A3 then. Big version of Strengthen on all allies and Ally Protect on all allies for 2 turns. 3 turn cooldown. Very nice as well, guys. Really cool kits. We've got a passive then. What's this? When attacked, oh, here's where the poisons come from. When attacked, 50% chance, books up to 75 chance of placing a poison debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. Whenever an ally is attacked while under Strengthen, 50% chance of placing a provoke on the attacker for 1 turn. Increases champion's max HP by 5% whenever an enemy receives damage from a poison debuff placed by this champion. What's this here as well? Whenever an enemy receives damage from a poison, also decreases their max HP by 5%. That's massive. That's actually massive. Cannot decrease a champion's max HP by more than 25. Will not decrease boss's max HP. Cannot increase his champion's max HP by more than 50. Wow, you could get his max HP up. Colossal numbers here. Colossal numbers. 50 extra % max HP. You could push his max HP. You could push his overall health up to easily 150, 170k, which would make the AoE hit like a truck. Absolutely nuke people down. Can you keep your team alive long enough to make that happen is a question. Yeah, really interesting kit, guys. Really interesting kit. I like it. We've got Resist in all battles aura, which normally means that they've kind of picked him to be an arena champ. But that's quite interesting as well. What do you reckon, guys? Leave me a comment in the link below. Feels like a really, really solid battle pass. Again, the legendary feels stronger than the whirling we've had already, and all of the epics feel really good. They synergize together, which is quite interesting. Yeah, looking forward to it. Let me know what you think, guys. Really cool champions on their way. Yeah, I'm quite excited for it. I'll catch you on a video soon.